Hey y'all, welcome back. So we are continuing with the Generation 3 Easter ponies, which I started in my previous video, and we are starting out this one with the pony Lolligiggle. I honestly had so much fun with this pony, and this whole Easter lineup in general. Spring is definitely my favorite season, and I'm a big fan of the whole Easter aesthetic with all the bright colors and spring visuals. A lot of ponies in this lineup you could argue aren't necessarily Easter related, just spring related, but a good number of ponies in this lineup are very much Easter related, like Lolligiggle here with painted eggs, bunnies, chocolates, and baby chicks and stuff. But just to mention, all the ponies that are included in this lineup were advertised as Easter ponies when they were released back in the 2000s, so I thought I might as well group them together in these videos that will see us through to the end of March. So for Lolligiggle here, as you can see, she's wearing these cute little bunny ears and tail, which a lot of the other Easter ponies came with, and I wanted to make it clear in my drawing that she was wearing fake ears and she wasn't some pony-bunny hybrid thing. I think it can be kind of hard to tell with these things in my art style, but I think it turned out okay. You can see I gave her bunny ears little ribbons, tying them to her hair, and I made them purple to match her eyes. As I mentioned before in these videos, I try to do something different with each of these ponies' hair in order to make them different from one another, and for Lolligiggle here, I referenced the hairstyle of the actual doll in the photo I found on My Little Wiki, where pretty much every My Little Pony toy ever made is documented. It's honestly such a huge help in putting this series together. I also love the colors of her hair. I'm always such a sucker for pink and blonde. After I finish coloring in the line work, I move on to her cutie mark, which exists on its own layer. For very detailed cutie marks like hers, I usually end up just tracing the shape, just because I want to get it exactly right. You can tell I changed the design of the rabbit here a little bit. For some reason its feet are extremely big, so I shrunk them down a little before coloring in the image and pasting it to her flank. Okay, so moving on, we've got Skedoodle. A lot of ponies in the Easter lineup, really in a whole lot of Generation 3, have these really goofy sounding names, which I don't mind, I think they're cute. But as you can see, I'm putting her in a really unique pose. For all the ponies I've done so far, I've used a bunch of pony body templates that you've seen me use. I just thought that since I'm going to be doing so many of these ponies, I might just save myself some time and prepare a bunch of different poses that I can use. And for this template, I've kind of kept away from it for a while because even though it's very cute and expressive, it does hide a lot of the pony's body. But I decided, hey, I made this template, I might as well go ahead and use it at least once. And I think it turned out nice for her. I admittedly didn't have a lot of inspiration for what to do with this character, so having her in a pose that kind of closes her off visually wasn't too big of an issue for me. Nevertheless, I did have some fun with her hair, giving her these cute little ponytails and ribbons, and I also had her looking at an Easter egg on the ground because this pose kind of demands she be looking for something on the ground.
Wishing that I could run away with you. Imprisoned by fear, just pull me away, pull me away. Secret fantasies of me. Will they ever see the light of day, light of day? I don't know where you are, but I will find you. I will find you.
Final pony of the video, we've got Yesterdaisy. For all these ponies, I like to look at their backcard stories you can find on the My Little Wiki page. They're basically just little blurbs about specific characters that come on the doll's packaging. And for Yesterdaisy, it describes her as a very chill pony who likes to relax. So I put her in a laying down pose like she's just chilling outside. I also wanted to put something in her hooves, so I gave her a little flower pot with roses. For her hair color, instead of going with regular streaks like a lot of the other ponies, I decided to give her more of an ombre effect. I've done this with a couple other ponies before this, and I really like how it looks, especially in ponies with really subtle hair color differences like Yesterdaisy. You can also see that for her hat and ribbons, I drew the pattern by itself first before copying and pasting it all over the desired area. I did this for both the floral pattern and the checkered pattern. I just think it's a much easier way to do patterns, and then I just shade them with a very light gray in a separate layer with the shade option on.
Something about it felt like it been waiting my whole life. Is this home? I can hear each sound calling my name, and I feel angels around when I start to sing, and suddenly it feels like heaven's not so far. Tell me, can you hear the symphony? I can't help but think that it's meant to be, that I'm finally right where I'm supposed to. If I let you into the secret, would you listen? I can hear each sound calling my name, and I feel angels around when I start to sing, and suddenly it feels like heaven's not so far away. Tell me, can you hear the symphony?
Okay, so that's all I've got for this video. Stay tuned for more Easter ponies next week, and thank you so much for watching.